if you're unsure, if you're unsure, the key is, and will stay a key, trying, flowing with what you want. And so, it isn't supposed to be to the extent if you overwork yourself, if you put like a whole block of shit that you feel like you're supposed to like accomplish. It's a lot. And we listen with love. We listen with love here, okay? So, like a fountain, just flow. And just know, whatever is occurring is an option. Some stuff is supposed to occur within our life, so we can figure out what is occurring. But the way we is, what we focus on, what we flow with, is our option, is our opportunity. So, I love arms that have that like muscle. Like it's just muscle on all the sides. And my shoulders they're improving. Say what you want to speak into your life only. Our world is becoming broken, wonderfuler in ways we were unsure of, in ways we were unaware of. And we are taking steps. We are flowing with steps, which is improving our life in important ways. In such important ways. Our focus is flourishing with what is important for us, for our soul, for what we fully love, our way of life we love. So, this is what I'm working with. Isolation is important. Because what isolation does is it shows what we're working with our bodies, what is occurring. So slow flow is flow, and slow flow is so sacred. Life literally shifts with us as we flow around, and some stuff like we is important and we is fully capable of flowing with. So it's just that maybe some stuff has been a little tighter than what we were used to, or maybe for some of you it's been a while since it hasn't been tight. But the lovely thing about stuff that is tight, it can be loosened. So it's just about finding a way. And I feel like slow flow in isolation is wonderful with feeling what feels okay. Because before I knew shit, I jumped into weightlifting for like a year and a half, and they didn't teach a lot about isolation or finding what works. And yeah, I built muscle, but the foundation of us wasn't okay in several ways. And so I feel okay currently. I feel I'm finding our okayness, I'm finding our flow. And it's fully okay for all of us to find our flow, for all of us to find what works with us. Okay? Free yourself from wanting what others is occurring or projecting into others' life. Okay? Say with yourself, we're fully capable of incorporating what we love within our own life. And that will allow your life force to flow with you. It will soften your life. It will soften what you feel. It'll soften what you focus with. It'll soften what you allow within your life, standards and stuff. And yes, with stuff in life, it'll feel like tests in a way, or like a game, but just you see what you want, so let yourself keep flowing with what you want. See it as literally a checkpoint in Mario Kart. Like you're, oh wait, no, it's the Yoshi one. And then you, and then you get to the flag, and then you smack the flag, and guess what? The flag turns red, or it turns green, or whatever. But that flag lights up. That is a checkpoint, and it's something which occurred within your life. So whatever occurs after is whatever occurs after, but you know, whatever step you are on, literally whatever step you are on, I'm at the point where I can look back and see several checkpoints and come to like a similar state of being, and I'm like, whoa, this is the same chill state of being I was in 3 months ago, 7 months ago, a year and a half or something, a yearish. And see, my heart is beating just from that little run, which is wonderful. It is wonderful. It is supposed to, because our body is like, ooh, okay, we're getting used to some stuff. I like doing the wide squats because it's improved our life a lot. Like with running, the horse stance, you can look it up for what it's supposed to look like. Since I'm not like a trained professional, but I am someone who has worked with athletic stuff a lot the past several years. And I think I have like an AA in something to do with the athletics department, but I didn't really look into it because it wasn't what I was going for. It isn't important. What is important is what we feel, is what works with us. So stretching into something which works is important over other stuff. Finding what works with oneself is literally the importantest part, okay? It is literally, and sometimes it's overlooked, and it's literally our foundation, okay? It's literally our foundation for what works with ourself, and our foundation of what we continue flowing with. And as we keep feeling, we continue flowing, and we keep doing stuff, and then we're like, a lot of stuff within life is like stretching. If you won't allow yourself to open up and find what works and lean into the uncomfortability, sometimes it is pain, but with stretching, it's supposed to be uncomfortable. It isn't supposed to be like painful, supposedly. Just keep listening with yourself, with our universe. Lean in with what you like. Our whole being, our whole soul self is leaning with what we like. We're wonderful. We're wonderful beings, creatures, universes. Our whole universe is wonderful. Simplify. lean in with what works for you. It's okay if it's literally a pin drop, or at least if it feels like a pin drop. Size of improvement, lovely. It's improvement. And I love you. I love you for finding improvement within oneself. It's wonderful. And there's an unimportant game that was sometimes played, where if you were like, or at least it's what I felt, I used to feel, about within certain spaces, how some beings, like a cocky feeling, like if they were able to lift so much, then you were able to have this cocky chip shoulder, which I think is one of the stupidest inventions of our flow of life. Fully. One of them. One on our list. Our imaginative list. Our scroll of list of stupid, unnecessary, unimportant stuff. Which is okay. We all figure stuff out. But acknowledging when something is stupid is important. Because it's literally unimportant for our species and for our whole universe which surrounds us, because domino effect, the way we is the way we're affecting our world, our stance, our flow literally affects our world. So little improvement is important. Improvement, whatever space of improvement you're improving with, is so important. It's so important. It's so wonderful. It is so full of life, and it is literally saying, I let our life fill with what we like. I'm imagining that, like a Tetris game, but with someone like this. Just like going to like catch the blocks or whatever. Or like fix it Felix, kinda. The funny thing with that film is that Ralph wanted to like improve. He wanted to improve himself. He wasn't wanting to play the role or the cards that it felt like he had been given, the character that it felt like he was supposed to walk into. And even the one that was like good was still a character. And it's like, who he is and what we want is us, what we what we let in. But it isn't our inherent. It's what we let flow within our life is what we let flow within our life. You can turn the dial to whatever setting you want within your life, whatever you're okay with flowing with, whatever you can ask yourself what you feel okay flowing with, and one can flow with it, and you can speak with yourselves with what you want, which is setting intention. And setting intention is important within our life. Same level of importance key as what we flow with. It kind of feels like the same. It's because it's like focus, flow. Whatever we let ourselves focus and whatever we're saying is important. So, okay. Let your fingerprint be whatever color, whatever texture, whatever like feeling, whatever flow you want. Your fingerprint of life. Love you. Love our whole world. whole world is improving with love. We